So the inspiration for this video comes from my experience shopping for, and then sometimes buying and subsequently selling a good amount of pre-owned suede. Mostly shirts and jackets and some coats and pants, and noticing that a lot of the listings or pieces I bought were either stained or soiled or discolored in some way, likely explaining why they ended up in the pre-owned markets to begin with, thus leading me to wonder just how well this stuff could be cleaned. Because depending on its potential for restoration, there's possibly a lot of value lurking out there. Because I don't know if you've ever looked up what high quality suede clothing sells for new, but we're talking hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Like, you're not gonna go pick up a high quality suede shirt for $75. Like, not gonna happen. So that's what we're gonna try to find out in this video, just how well suede can be cleaned. And I'm not going to be doing the cleaning. Instead, we're gonna go on the internet and we're gonna go find a soiled piece that we're going to buy and then take to leather spa. Okay, so I ended up not using leather spa, but I'll get into more on that later. Leather spa, for my research, is one of the best leather cleaners here in New York City. And Leather Spa is not exclusive to New York. They have a mail-in service, so you can send in your leather goods and they'll work their magic and send them back to you. Now, Leather Spa is not sponsoring this video. They have no idea I'm doing it. They're gonna have no idea I'm doing it. This is just some investigative research. But first, what exactly is suede? So suede is a type of leather. And leather is just a broad term for any type of fabric made from an animal skin or hide, typically cow, sheep, goat, deer, and other random critters.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
And suede is made when they take a piece of that hide, or full grain leather. This is full grain leather. It hasn't been cut up or split or anything like that. And they take that full grain leather, and I guess they take some type of cutting device. There's not actually a ton of videos on how they split the leather, but they take some type of cutting device and they assume this thing was full length and they go and cut through it and it peels off this top layer and you're left with two pieces, and the bottom layer is suede. This is suede. This would be the bottom piece if this piece was split in half. Now, suede is beautiful stuff. It's soft, it's luxurious, it has this beautiful texture to it, and that's because, for one, it's much more thin than full grain leather, because it's split in half. And also, when you split this leather in half, you expose these fibers inside, and those fibers are called the nap. And that's what gives it this just beautiful, luxurious feel and texture to it. Now, there are other types of leather that have a similar type of textured surface, nubuck and rough out, and they're often referred to as suede, but technically they aren't suede. And for this video, we're going to focus just on suede. Though the cleaning techniques and results might be similar for those types of fabric, we're just going to focus on suede. So suede, it's lovely stuff. It's soft, it's velvety, it's supple, it reflects light really cool depending on which way you brush the grain. But it is not very stain resistant or easy to clean. Suede is a relatively porous material, so any type of liquid that comes in contact with it is just going to soak right in. And because suede has this textured surface or nap, you basically have these little fingers that like to grab onto anything it comes into contact with and just holds onto it. So grime and dirt and whatever have you, oils from your skin, just latch onto this stuff and don't want to let go. And suede is not only, like I said, hard to clean, but it's risky to clean. So people will often, they'll get a little stain on their suede shirt or jacket or what have you, and in attempting to clean it or get rid of that stain, they'll end up doing more damage to the piece and it'll look worse than if they had just left it. Also, a big selling point of suede, again, is this soft velvety feel. And depending on how you clean it or what kind of solvents you use, you might remove the stain, but then you're left with a material that feels like beef jerky. And no one wants to wear beef jerky. Also, suede is often dyed. And given the kind of interesting properties of this material and the solvents that you might use to clean it, that dye can then run or spread or change colors or do something else. So yeah, hard and risky to clean. Now, the internet is rife with suede cleaning how-tos and tips and tricks and this have you. And I went through a lot of them. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them. And what I noticed is that there's no real general consensus. Like, this product works or always use this method. The best information I got was from this YouTube channel, The Clean Club. Okay, so I guess it's called Jeeves New York. Maybe they changed their name. I don't know. Which is this guy whose family runs like a dry cleaning business or tailoring business or both of them or what have you. And he shows some of the potential for restoration through a couple quick videos, but he also shows just how not straightforward the process is. It's pretty interesting. You should give him a watch. But I still think we should test this out ourselves. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, we gotta find a piece to clean. Okay, so I think I found a great piece to run a test on. And what we have is a suede jacket from Polo Ralph Lauren that is very soiled. Look at this thing. It is dirty. Now this piece is not that old. Looking at the tag, I'm guessing it was made within the last 15 years. Dry clean by leather and suede experts only. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. So this piece is a little expensive, frankly. $85, well, $93 with shipping. For a piece that is this soiled, but that's maybe a little steep. Like so if I was just buying this piece to try and sell or for myself, I would not spend this much. But I think it's a great test piece because of just how thoroughly soiled it is. It's not like there's one little stain. Like this thing has just been worn. You can see that someone has put their hands in and out of this pocket many times because, the oils on your skin can oxidize, or maybe not oxidize, do something to discolor the fabric right there. Also, this piece does not look like, the fabric looks like it's in good shape. I don't see any rips or tears or holes, and it doesn't look like the material is all dried or beef jerky like. Because sometimes you'll see a suede shirt, it'll have this kind of stiff look to it, and it looks like it was either left out to bake in the sun or someone maybe didn't clean it properly and used some type of aggressive solvent. And this piece looks to hang pretty naturally. And it's a nice piece. It's got this half belt back. It's got these little side straps for if you want to tailor it up. It's got epaulets in the shoulders. Like this piece probably cost, I don't know, maybe $600-700 new. All right, let's take a look at the description. May need to be cleaned. Yes, I think this piece needs to be cleaned. Because, some people are fine wearing a suede jacket that's this dirty. Perhaps some kind of grungy hipster, it's their thing, and it's character, if you may. But for most, myself included, I wouldn't want to wear a piece that's this soiled. I'd want something that's cleaned up. I like a little character and a little texture and a little flavor and a little signs that you have taken this thing out on adventures. But this thing's kind of filthy. It's pretty filthy. So that makes it a great test piece. So I'm gonna drop a little cheeky offer because I think $85 is a little steep, and we're gonna go from there. All right, I'll see you when it arrives. Okay, so the suede jacket is in. I paid a grand total of $73 for it, and let's see what kind of shape it's in. They did a good job packaging it, I'll say that, so that's always a good sign. All right, feels nice. Texture feels good. It's velvety, it's soft, it's not crusty and dry. Boom. Okay, I think, I'm trying to remember what it looked like online, but I would say The pictures made it look worse. I mean, it's pretty dirty, actually. I don't know. The pictures didn't capture the color that well. And that's something I've noticed with suede, is that for some reason, the way light reflects off suede, and when you take a picture of it, the colors just don't always add up. Or match, I should say. But there is a pretty gnarly little stain right there. All right, not bad. You know, it's a good test subject. Structurally, super solid. This thing can go for many more years. And let's get it on a hanger. All right, here we go. So it is definitely soiled. I think this is pretty common, or this type of soiling pattern is pretty common with suede, because it's not like this thing has a massive red wine stain on it, or there's a big old grease stain where someone was eating a hamburger and they just dripped all over the front of it. It's just been worn. Let's get it downtown and see what they can do. Okay, on my way to Leather Spot. Okay, change plans, that place isn't gonna work. Okay, so I ended up not using Leather Spot. Though when I filmed this introduction, I had all intentions of using Leather Spa, but I made one big mistake. Long story short, I didn't check the price of the service beforehand because I don't think they list it, and I failed to call ahead and was met with an intense sticker shock of $270. Though I want to see the potential for restoration using a premium service, at that price point, I don't think the information we'd gain is super useful because most just aren't willing to spend $270, understandably so. So I found another business, Leather Care USA, that also has a mail-in suede cleaning service, but it costs $94, thus providing us with what I think is more useful information. The potential for restoration, but at a reasonable price point. Yeah, we're not spending $270. So, I'm gonna send our leather jacket to Leather Care USA, and we're gonna see what they can do. And I'm guessing it's gonna take a couple weeks or something like that, and I'll see you when it gets back. All right, jacket's in. Take a look. Oops. All right, initial thoughts. It's definitely cleaned up. It's not brand new, but it's definitely cleaned up. Kind of what I expected, to be honest with you. You can see they paid some special extra attention to the pockets here. They're definitely cleaned up, but some of the stuff is still there. That little mark there. All right, let's get it up on a hanger. So I decided to wait a day before shooting the comparison footage because when I took the jacket out of the box, it was very wrinkled and kind of ruffled up looking, and it needed a second to relax. But I have now waited and shot that comparison footage, and here are the results in my very unscientific conclusion. And that is that yes, suede can be cleaned up, but there are limits to its restoration. So this jacket has clearly had a layer of dirt and grime lifted from it, and I think the contrast is even more clear in real life than it is in the footage. But it doesn't look brand new, and the cleaners couldn't get rid of every spot. Now it seems like they had better luck getting stains from where the suede came into repeated contact with skin, like around the collar and around the pockets, and not so much luck with other substances like this looks like some type of grease, like maybe an automotive grease, and it didn't really do anything to the pen mark, but I didn't think it'd do anything to the pen mark because that pen mark is literally a tattoo. So, yeah. Texture-wise, the suede still has a nice texture to it. I don't think it hurt the texture of it at all. Color-wise, I don't think it affected the color at all. Maybe it's a bit more dull and matte, but not by much. Now, I should have shot the before and after footage in a blacked out room and used only artificial light so I could keep the light source constant because suede is so finicky color-wise with different light sources, but I didn't. But I still can confidently say that I don't think the cleaning process affected the color at all, or if it did, it wasn't by much. And in conclusion, yeah, I think the service was a decent deal. Now we have to remember that the service costs $94, but included in that $94 is shipping to and from the facility, and I'm guessing that cost the factory roughly $20-ish. So really, it's like a $75-ish service, and for $75, solid. My socks aren't blown off, but I think it's solid. So I hope this has been helpful for you if you are looking to buy some pre-owned suede to see where restoration is possible and where you might need to manage expectations. Yeah. And with that, I want to say thanks for tuning in to Coyote Sharp, and I'll see you next time.